In my 20s, I created this made-up deadline that by the time I hit 35, I would have my life figured out. I spent most of my 20s raising babies, pregnant, nursing, or both, and at the time it was all I ever wanted, and I was living my dream life. But I still had this longing deep inside for something more. So I kept telling myself that by the time I'm 35, I'll figure it out. That I wouldn't be drowning in motherhood, that I would have gotten my life together, and that I would have made my creative dreams come true. I had the hope that future me would do it. Well, I'm 36 now, almost 37, the future me that past me was counting on. And while I have accomplished some things, or more accurately, half accomplished many things, and I've definitely grown in so many ways since my 20s, I'm still nowhere near where I imagined I would be by this age. It's hard to believe I was only 32 during COVID because it doesn't feel that long ago, and maybe many of us feel like our lives were frozen for a few years back then. For me personally, 2020 kicked off my spiral into deep depression, burnout, and trauma coming to the surface like never before. I basically hid myself from the world for a year.
I don't know what's wrong with my brain. It's like my brain is broken. I'm just so tired.
After lots of therapy, healing practices, and time, I came out of my cocoon around the beginning of 2022, which was the year I turned 34. Life is good. And I will give credit where credit is due. That was a monumental year for me, and definitely gave me hope that I was on track to that random 35 years old deadline I had created for myself. I was doing better than ever mentally. I had finally gotten an ADHD diagnosis. I had finally started a fitness journey that would completely change my life.
So the diagnosis that you come away with, we do see that you have ADHD.
And by the beginning of 2023, I was writing my first novel, a dream I never thought I could accomplish. But as it does, life happened. Financial circumstances, a move, and a desperate choice later, I wound up in my first traditional job in my adult life. This happened right around my 35th birthday, and you'd think, well, there you go, you figured it out. You got your life together and got a job by 35. But it wasn't a job I really wanted, and even though I tried to convince myself that maybe this was the path for me, a safer path, a more stable, structured way to advance in the professional world, deep inside I knew it wasn't for me. And after the mental, physical, and emotional toll it took on me, I knew I couldn't keep doing it. So at the end of the school year in 2024, I left my job and decided to go all in on my dream of making YouTube videos. Something I had dreamed, planned, and tried my hand at many times since 2019.
Anyway, basically, long story short, I was dreaming about starting a YouTube channel. So dumb. But,
Hey, I just uploaded my second YouTube video. I hope you get a chance to check it out.
You want to know what I'm doing? I think you can guess what I'm doing. Look at that! Oh my gosh! I am filming.
I poured so much time and energy into my videos. I was so protective of my time and work that I began to let other parts of my life decline. My house was a mess all the time. I kept telling myself that I needed to work and I didn't have time to clean. I didn't allow myself time to go to the gym or spend time cooking healthy meals because I was constantly working on my videos. So naturally, my body and health started going downhill. Fast forward to now, 6 months in, dozens of videos and 2 channels later, when everything I posted flopped and my channels weren't going anywhere, I felt like I had failed. And not just at the whole YouTube thing. My house was a mess and my health in shambles. I couldn't help but feel like a failure both in my personal life and my attempts at a professional life.
For someone like me whose brain is super overactive, it's, oh my God.
And with my ADHD, it was a sobering reminder how much struggle it is to do more than one thing. It's like I can't excel in anything at the same time. It's either just being good at videos, or just staying on track at the gym, or more importantly, just being a good mom. It's so hard for me to be good at all these things at the same time. And because of my fluctuating moods and energy, there are times I am filled with hope and optimism and drive, while at other times I'm completely paralyzed by fear and frozen in executive dysfunction. I wish I could end this on a positive note, that actually everything worked out and I'm not a failure at all. And of course, the word failure is very strong and exaggerated, because I could make a whole video about the positives and how much I actually have accomplished that I should be proud of. In fact, I did make a video about that. But the reality is, this is where I am at now, right now, an almost 37-year-old, finally at the place where I should be making something of myself, and I've been given the chance to pursue my goals, yet because of one reason or another, my ADHD, my life responsibilities, the list of excuses goes on and on. I feel like it's a constant battle that I'm losing hard. So I don't want to offer platitudes or end with a pep talk. There are plenty of those on my channel already. But I will offer understanding and solidarity. I am right there with you. If you feel behind in life, if you feel like a failure and feel crushed under the weight of feeling like you will never get your life together, you are not alone.